I have created a brand new football club and we'll be starting at the bottom of English football in League 2. But there's a twist. I won't be making any decisions. Instead, I've appointed an AI to be the manager, controlling everything from signings to tactics and formations. Our journey won't be easy, but the goal is clear. We must guide this unknown football club from the depths of League 2 all the way to Champions League glory. Right, boys, straight off the bat, our team stinks. Luckily, the objectives the board set me this year are really simple. We just have to stay up in the league. And if we do that, we get to sign any player we want from League 1, which is a whole league above us, and that could help us a lot. But before we move on, I've asked the manager what formation he wants to play and what kind of style he wants to play. And funnily enough, the team is already set up in the formation he wants. 4-3-3 with a holding midfielder. That's already what we're playing. Right, boys, we are at the end of the season and things aren't looking great. Based off of this, a lot of our players are going down in rating because of age or just because they're bad. Now, our objective for the season was easy. We just had to stay up, so surely we did that right. Okay, yep, just flipping out 17th. We won 14 games, but we did lose 21 games. However, we did complete the objective, which means we have got the reward of signing any player we want from the league above us. And for me, there's 3 positions that we need to upgrade. It is a centre-back, a centre-mid, or a striker. Right, boys, I have gone away and found 3 targets, and for some reason, they all play for Birmingham City. There's a striker in Stansfield, a centre-mid in Leonard, and also a centre-back in Clara. Now, I'm going to go to the manager and see who he would rather we sign. He's given me his feedback on the 3 options that I've given, and you can see it there. But overall, he has said he's going with the 74-rated centre-back. So let's sign the centre-back and see how we do next season. The manager's tie is through his jumper, so you know he's ready for business. Clara, the centre-back from Birmingham City, has stepped into the office. He's taken the offer. We take that. We have upgraded our defense incredibly with this signing, and it's the first signing from Mr. AI. This signing is huge because our objectives for this season have got even more difficult. We must now finish in the top 8 of the league, and after finishing 17th, that's going to be a huge challenge. But the rewards for completing this objective are crazy. We will get to upgrade any player in our squad by 5 ratings. Let's hope the team can get the business done and finish in the top 8. Right, boys, I have simmed to the end of the season, and as you can see on the screen, we're actually in a playoff, which means we must have completed the objective. Wow, okay, so after bringing in the centre-back in the summer, we have made huge improvements. We finished on 73 points in 5th position. Are we about to win in the playoffs and go up to League 1 already? Let's see what happens. Here in the first game, we're going to sim it and see what happens. Oh my god, we won 3-0. Okay, that was just the first leg though. We still have to play them again. I can't believe we won 3-0. What has happened to this team? And here goes the second leg. Okay, we won 2-1, so that means we're in the final. We only have to beat one more team, and we're in League 1. We are in a League 2 playoff final against Chesterfield. And after winning the semi-final that easily, I have great hope for this game. Surely we don't go up to League 1 already. It's been so quickly. Oh, okay. Yep. Well, that whole dream's out the window. We have lost 3-1 in the playoff final. I saw that coming, to be honest. I didn't expect us to go up already. And when we look at the squad, it's doing good. Our striker has absolutely fell off a cliff, and our centre-back, Clara, has held it down for us. But remember, boys, we finished top 8. So, of course, we get to upgrade any player we want by 5 ratings. Okay, boys, I have identified 3 players that I'd like to upgrade. First of all, we've got Clara, the centre-back that we brought in last summer, who helped us get into the position we did. We also have this guy on the bench called Fofana. Or we can upgrade our centre-mid Thorn, who is only 22 years old, and make him 67 rated. He has given me his feedback on the 3 options. He said that the centre-back is already a beast, and in League 2, if he goes to 80 rated, he's basically Van Dijk in disguise. I did not know a robot has comedy. Apparently he does. But he thinks making our striker 69 rated could be a game changer. So it looks like we're upgrading Mr. Fofana from 64 rated to 69. And boom, there he is. Fofana is now 69 rated with 80 pace and 73 shooting. We now have a great centre back. This season, That's going to help us a lot because the board has hit us with the hardest objectives yet. And this time, it's not just one. We must get promoted this season after failing in the playoffs last season. And not just that, but they want us to get to at least the round of 16 in any cup competition. But the rewards are insane because if we manage to complete both these objectives, we get to sign any player we want from the championship. Let's sim to the end of the season and see how the squad does. Boys, I am here at the end of the season, and after a draw with Colchester, Mr. AI has won League 2. Now, all he had to do was be promoted this season, but he's actually gone ahead and won the entire league, meaning he has improved every season since he stepped in. And there it is, boys. It is going to be the first trophy of Mr. AI's reign with this club. The captain lifts the trophy, and boys, that is not all the good news I have. Because, of course, the other objective was to get to at least the round of 16 in any cup competition. We managed to get to the semi-final of the BSM trophy, which means we completed both objectives for the season. And, of course, the reward for that was to sign any player we want from the championship. So headed into next season, we'll be in League 1, but we're going to have a championship player in our team. Which player is that? Of course, I'm going to do some scouting, let the manager know the choices, and see who he wants to add to our squad. I think our worst positions are our wingers and our centre mids. Right wing, we have a 33-year-old who's 61 rated. Left wing, we have a 32-year-old who's 64 rated. And then Thorne is alright, but he's 23. And this Anwar is now 33 and he's 69 rated. They're all going to go down. So the three players I have identified are these, and you're going to be in for a shock here. Up first, we have this man. His name is Matej Jurasek, who plays for Norwich. He's a right winger. He is only 23 years old. Next up, we've got a left wing from Sheffield Wednesday in Jedi Gassama. But up next is a player that I did not expect to see, at least as of right now. And it is Kobbie Mainoo. He is transferred to Burnley, which is crazy to me, but he's 83 rated and 22 years old. If the AI is smart, he would pick him, but let's see what decision he goes with. Right, boys, the manager has come back with his thoughts. His overall pick is Kobbie Mainoo, which is not really a surprise because he elevates the entire system. Let's get him in the team. And with the signing of Kobbie Mainoo, our team has just gone up a big level. Our midfield is now great. We also have a very good striker, good centre back, and a decent goalkeeper, which is important because every season the objectives are only going to get more difficult. And even though it's our first season in League 1, the board has said to us we must finish in the top 8 position. But the reward that we get for that could be insane. We're allowed to sign any goalkeeper from the championship, or we can upgrade any of our current players by 5 overall. But if we fail to complete the objective this season, there is a huge consequence. It means we're going to have to put our whole 11 on the wheel, spin it, and release whoever it lands on. Let's sim to the end of the season and see how well Mr. AI's team does. Right, boys, I'm at the end of the season and something huge has happened once again. We had to finish top 8 in our first season in League 1, but it says that we're actually in the playoffs against Plymouth Argyle, which means we obviously finished quite high up in the league. Yep, we did. We came 4th somehow. 83 points in our first season, 25 wins. But enough of that waffle. Let's sim this game and see if we beat Plymouth Argyle. Oh my god, okay. What? Parkin scored 2, Mainoo scored 1, 3-1 on aggregate in the first game. Now we have the return leg at our ground. Obviously 3-1 on aggregate. Okay, we're in the final. We can go up to the championship after only being in League 1 for 1 season. No way, surely, right? We're in the final against Portsmouth. What a legendary club they used to be. This could be a very tough game. Are we going to be able to pull off something crazy and get back-to-back promotions? Right, boys, here goes nothing. Kobbie Mainoo has carried us by the looks of it. We've got a red card and an injury, but none of that matters. We're going to auto-replace and sim. How are we going up to the championship? That is nuts. I don't even think our team's good enough for the championship. We have managed to get back-to-back promotions. Mr. AI is cooking up a team who are a force to be stopped. And obviously that means we did complete the objective. We just had to get top 8, which also means we have the choice of a championship goalkeeper or a +5 upgrade of any of our players. However, when I look at our team, I don't really feel as if we need a championship goalkeeper. This guy is 70 rated and he's only 19. So I feel like he's going to go up in ratings a lot in the next seasons. But if we could get a +5 upgrade on like Fofana and take him to 78, or Mainu and take him to 90 rated, we could make this team crazy. I'm going to give the manager 3 options for which he can upgrade by 5 ratings. I'm going to give him Fofana, Mainu, and Clara, our centre back. Right, boys, he has come back with this information. He said 75 is rated, is decent for a goalkeeper, but it's not that much of a difference. Mainu being 90 rated would be ridiculous, and the striker being that rating is a golden boot contender. So his pick is, he said that he wants Fofana to go up to 78 rated because he wants someone that can finish the chances that Mainu is creating. Let's go and upgrade him. So Fofana is 73 rated right now with 84 pace and 76 shooting, and boom, now he has 88 pace, 80 shooting, 81 dribbling. We have made a crazy striker here. The team is looking better, but there is a lot of weak spots because our right wing and left wing are basically in wheelchairs, which means heading into next season in the championship, it's going to be a struggle because the board has set us really difficult objectives this season. They want us to finish top 8 in the championship as well as have a cup run and make sure that we get to the quarter-final of any cup competition. But if we do that, we get some insane rewards. We can sign a Premier League winger, as our left wing and right wing are 2 of our worst positions. But if Mr. AI fails to complete these objectives, we will have to put our whole first 11 on a board and spin a wheel, and whoever it lands on, we will have to release. Right, boys, we are here at the end of the season, and our team looks like this. Everyone's going up in rating except that right wing, left back, and right back. However, I found a youth player in our system at Melnik at left wing to replace our old left winger, but that's all that's really changed. I mean, Mainu is 88 rated, and Fofana's 81 rated with 90 pace now. So seeing these players go up is quite promising because obviously we had to finish top 8 as well as have a cup run of reaching a quarter-final. No way! Okay, we actually finished 8th with 75 points. That is tight. That was close. Okay, so that means we've passed our first objective, but none of that matters unless we get into a quarterfinal of a cup. So let's see the competitions. Okay, so we didn't get to the final of the Carabao Cup. However, no way. We actually got to the semi-final of the Carabao Cup. This team is beating all the odds. We have beaten the objectives again, which means we get to sign any Premier League winger of our choice. Let me get 3 choices for our manager to pick from. Quanda, who plays for Newcastle, he is 85 rated, and I know his potential is through the roof. We also have Roger Fernandez, who plays for Arsenal at 23 years old. He looks crazy. We have Rayan Cherki, who actually plays for Lyon, but for some reason he's at Man United at 87 rated. Or we have Amad Diallo, who is known as the Ivorian Messi. Right, boys, he's giving me a bunch of info on all of the players, but overall, he has said his pick is Rayan Cherki. And with Cherki coming to the club, this team has just gone up a whole level, which is why the board has made Mr. AI's life difficult this season, because they want him to win the league. And on top of that, they want another cup run. They want at least the quarters in any cup competition. If we manage to do that, we get to upgrade any of our players by 10 overall, which would be huge. Boys, I'm here at the end of the season and we have our first chance at silverware. Yes, we won the league, but I'm talking a cup. We are in a FA Cup final against West Brom. That leaves us with a great chance of picking this cup up. And Jesus Christ, Fofana has scored 40 goals this season. Cherki in his debut season for us is on 33. Our whole team is chipping in with a crazy amount of goals, even Mainu. That leaves me with some confidence heading into this final, but you never know what could happen when you sim a game. Let's do it. Quick sim. Let's go. What? Mr. AI has an FA Cup to his name, so that means he's got 2 trophies so far. But none of this matters unless we finish first in the league. I'm scrolling through the competitions. Oh my... It doesn't make sense. How bringing in Mainu and Cherki has just transformed our team completely. Now we've got 93 points. First in the league. We won the league by 1 point. Now we are in the Premier League. But that means we get to upgrade one of our players by 10 overall. I don't know what's happening right now, but it doesn't matter because it's not up to me. I have to ask our manager which player he wants to upgrade. Right, boys, I have given him 3 options. I didn't give him Mainu. I gave him Clara, Cherki, or Fofana. But he has said he would love us to make Fofana 95 rated. Boys, Fofana is 95 rated, and after scoring the amount of goals he did this season, we have just made a demon up front. And that's good because the objectives have just got insane. They have asked him to get top 6 in his first Premier League season. And if he does that, we get to sign any player from the Premier League that we want. But if we fail, remember, we will have to put this whole team on a wheel, and whoever it lands on, they will be let go. Boys, I'm at the end of the season. I completely forgot that if you win the FA Cup, it puts you into the Europa League. We are in the final of the Europa League. Now, our objective of the season was to finish top 6, so we guaranteed Europa League. However, if we win this game, it puts us in the Champions League. And it doesn't matter where we finish in the league. So I could win this, get into the Champions League, and still not complete the objective. So I guess all we have left to do is to sim this game and... well, it doesn't matter anyway. We're not in the Champions League. But where are we in the league? Oh my god, you are joking. Are you serious? We missed out on top 6 by goal difference. So that means that we have failed our first objective. Now we have to put every single player from our first 11 onto a wheel, spin it, and release that player. Right, boys, if this lands on a big player, we could be in trouble because we don't have any backups to our good players. Please don't land on something. Oh my god, don't go to the... okay, do you know what? I don't even care. We got our right back, which I don't really care about. And now I can release Stuart. He is out of the club. Okay, we got very lucky that time. Which is good because next season the objectives stay the same. The club wants us to guarantee European football. But now they've chucked in something else. They want us to get to at least a quarter-final of any cup. But luckily, if we complete this objective, the board is going to allow us to sign 3 players of the AI's choice. But if we fail to complete the objectives this season, we must get the manager to release either Mainu, Fofana, or Cherki. That will ruin everything. Right, boys, we're here at the end of the season. Fofana's banging in goals, so is Cherki and Mainu. But remember, we just had to finish top 6 to complete our objective. And if we did that, we got 3 players to put into our team. Please tell me we finished in the top 6. For the love of, oh my god. That is a really low amount of points for a league. I've never seen that. Which means we've got Champions League football, great. And we also get to sign 3 players. What a result that is for this season. Because when you look at our team, we need to sign a right back, a left back, and a centre mid. So I'm going to go away and make a list of about 10 players for him to pick from. Right, boys, I actually went away and only found 2 players for each position just to make it a little bit easier on the manager to choose from. We've got Castro here who can play right back or right mid. Gonzalez, 21 years old, 86 rated. A midfielder here who I believe is Odegaard's regen. He is 93 rated and 24 years old. Zaire Emery, 88 rated. Jarell Hatto, who's actually at Villa. He can play centre-back or left-back at 88 rated. And this guy called Pierce, who plays for Dortmund, and he's 22 years old and 89 rated. First up is the left-back, and he's gone for Pierce. Next up, the centre-mid position. And of course, he's picked the Odegaard regen in Rude. And now for the right-back position, and the AI has picked Gonzalez. Right, boys, and after those huge signings, our team is starting to look crazy. Which is great, because the objectives set by the board this season are for us to finish top 4 and win a domestic cup. And if we manage that, we are going to be given a free hit. Which means I won't have to go to the AI for a decision for this season. I will be able to make the decision myself. However, if we fail to complete the objectives, I'm going to have to get the AI to let go of one of our players. Boys, we are here in May, and we have a huge shot of completing the domestic cup objective right now. We are in an FA Cup final against Bristol City. We're going to quick sim it and hopefully win a easy. Easy as you like. We have won our domestic trophy, which is great. However, we still have another one, and that is to finish in the top 4. We was in the Champions League at one oh my god, we got all the way to the semi-final. That's great, because obviously the overall objective of the video is to win a Champions League, so that's good progress. But how did we do in the... oh my god, okay, we came second. Wow. However, Man City were far ahead of us, 15-point difference, which is a huge amount. But that means, boys, both objectives were complete, which means we, of course, have unlocked our free hit. And when I look at this squad, there is one position I would love to upgrade, and it is the centre-back position. We have 282 rated centre-backs. I'm going to go out and find a centre-back of my liking to put in this team. And this is the man for me. He is currently playing for Tottenham, but that would never happen in real life. It's Kabasi, a youngster that's currently playing for Barcelona. And with that signing, AIFC has gone up a whole level. Kabasi, one of the most promising young centre-backs in the world, 90 rated. he is going to take this team to the next level. Clara has been here from the start, and he is still here. He's a club legend, still the captain, 33 years old. Could this be the season that he wins the Champions League? Speaking of the Champions League title, the board has hit us with our objectives for the season. The board wants Mr. AI to win both the Champions League and the Premier League this season, having come close to both of them last season. But before we get into the season, the manager had something to say to the team.
Alright lads, listen up. This is where it all begins. This is the moment where we set the tone for the entire season. Every tackle, every pass, every shot, it matters. Not just for the fans, not just for the badge, but for each other. We have the talent, we have the passion. Now it's about heart, about showing the world who we are every time we step onto that pitch. No fear, no doubts, just belief. We fight for every minute, we fight for every goal, we fight for every win. Let's make this season one to remember. Let's make history together.
However, this happened. We lost the Premier League title to Arsenal by 1 point, meaning we failed one of the objectives set by the board, which means we have to release our highest rated player. And when you look at our team, we have 298s, but our 99 rated Kobe Mainu is no longer in the team. This hurts me so much, releasing him. 23 million I just paid to release a 99 rated player. And to make matters worse, we now have a Champions League final game to play against none other than Real Madrid. And boys, because this is such a big game, we are going to watch this one, because this could be us completing the whole video, going from the bottom of League 2 all the way to the top of the Premier League and winning a Champions League trophy. I wonder what Mr. AI said to the team in the dressing room before this game. And boys, you wouldn't believe it, but after 5 minutes in the game, we picked up the first goal of the match. And EA being EA, they have made us wear the same color kit, so it's very hard to tell who is who. But Fofana dribbles down the line and just fires it straight over the goalkeeper. What a finish. Being 1-0 up this early is good, but it can also be dangerous, especially against Real Madrid in the Champions League. And Fofana's in again, and he's found Cherki, and Cherki has made it 2-0 against Real Madrid in the Champions League final. Let's go. But the ball is cleared, but we have done it. Mr. AI has taken this team, AIFC, from League 2 all the way at the bottom, nearly being relegated, all the way to winning a Champions League trophy. Some of these players have been here since the journey began, including Clara, including the goalkeeper, whose name I can't pronounce. But Clara, this was his final chance at the season. He's actually gone down to about 79 rated, and he's managed to pull it back. Oh, I can't believe this. Our first shot, well, second shot, semi-final last season, final this year, and we have beaten none other than Real Madrid for a Champions League trophy. And if you want to see AI make some more crazy decisions and take a football club back to the top, check out this video.